I can see a button.
Okay, I think you're live.
I think so too.
There.
Super duper. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's hope I'm going to check this out. That's it for there.
Okay. There's nothing more relaxing than dealing with technology, is there? So thank you very much to Helen. She's hot-footing it back to the office to go and log in and hopefully deal with any technical problems that might occur, and also to help me out with looking at the comments and things as they come in. So thank you very much for joining me, one viewer, brilliant, to this second music for relaxation, coming to you from the log cabin at Heathlands. So we're going to be doing these music for relaxation sessions about every 2 weeks in between the bingo. We know that the bingo is very important, so we won't be taking up that time, but in between we'll be doing some music for relaxation. So thank you for joining me. And my name is Geoff. Today we'll be doing a little bit of breathing together, some gentle moving and stretching, some listening to some relaxing sounds, and also some beautiful music. So I hope you enjoy it, and I invite you to join in with any parts that you might feel comfortable joining in with, or just sitting back and watching or listening if that's what you would prefer. It's up to you. Hello, Alan. Getting ready to do some relaxing. Brilliant. Thanks very much. So the first thing that I'd like to do is I would like to invite you to do some breathing with me. Breathing is a really good way of feeling centered and grounded in your space. So if you're ever feeling a little bit worried or a bit anxious or a bit uncertain, doing some breathing and some mindful breathing is a really good way of just helping to control some of those feelings sometimes. So being mindful is just about paying attention. So when we're doing mindful breathing, we're just paying attention to our breath. So we're breathing in really naturally and easily, if you would like to, in through your nose and then out through your mouth. I can see Helen's in the comments. Thanks, Helen. Brilliant. So let's do another one. In through the nose and then out through the mouth. If you're somewhere where there's lots of people, then you might want to not breathe out through the mouth and just breathe out through the nose. We don't want to be blowing too much air around, but it's really what's comfortable for you and safe. Okay. So let's do another one, and maybe think about breathing in a little bit longer. And as we're breathing in, we're really feeling all that air going right down into our tummies. We're going to try and fill up our tummies with air. Okay. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I've put my hand on my tummy, which is hiding behind this drum. And if you would like to, that sometimes is a good way of really feeling the breath going in and out of your body and connecting to it. So let's just do one last one. See if you can make your breath in and your breath out even longer this time. Okay, so breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I must say I feel a bit more relaxed already. Doing these Facebook Lives is something quite new for me, so I'm feeling a bit nervous about doing it. But doing this breathing really helps me to feel a bit more relaxed and centered. So the next thing that I'd like us to do is to have a listen to a relaxing sound. I'm not going to tell you what the sound is before we hear it, but maybe you can work it out. And I'm hoping if I press the button, you're going to be able to hear this too. I wonder whether someone in the comments can let me know if you can hear that. I can hear that where I am. You might want to, if it's safe, if you have arms on your chair, and if it's safe to do so, you might want to close your eyes and listen to this, or however you prefer. I'm hoping you can hear that sound. If you live in Cumbria, like I do, and like you probably all do, you might be quite used to this sound already. I wonder if anyone's worked out what it is yet. So if you can't hear it, and if you can just see me and you're waiting for me to say the next thing because you can't hear the sound, I'll just tell you what it is now. But if you can, that's great. It's the sound of rain, gentle rain, and this actual sound is the sound of rain at night. I don't know if rain at night sounds any different to rain in the daytime, but it's a nice image to think about. Rain at night time. So while this sound is playing, if you can hear it, I'd like to invite you to do a bit of gentle stretching with me. So we're going to start with our head and neck areas. So the first stretch we're going to do is just gently turning our heads to one side and then back all the way to the middle and keep going very gently to the other side and then back to the middle. Every time we're doing particularly head and neck stretches, you want to be really, really gentle, really thinking about, is it comfortable, does it hurt? If it hurts, stop straight away. Okay, one more time, going to the side. And then slowly back to the middle, all the way to the other side. And then back to the middle again. Fantastic. Okay, so this time we're going to be putting our ears down to our shoulders. Okay, again, very slowly and very gently. Ears going down, tilting the head, and then back to the middle, and all the way to the other side. Nice and slowly. Don't want to rush this at all. Back to the middle. Again, you shouldn't be feeling any sort of crunching. No pain here, just going as far as is comfortable. Let's do it one more time. To one side, back to the middle, all the way to the other side, nice and gently. And then back to the middle. Last one is rolling the head down on the neck and then back up. So you're leading with your chin, chin is coming down to the side, down to the middle, rolling around, coming back up to the other side, really slowly, really gently. Let's go one more time. And back to the middle. Heads up. Fantastic. So hopefully you feel a bit looser in the neck and the head area. And now we'll just move our shoulders a little bit if you would like to. Sometimes I feel if I'm quite stressed, I get a lot of tension in my shoulders. So this is a really good one for feeling a bit more relaxed. So first of all, we're going to lift our shoulders up, nice and gently, as high as you can, but very gentle. And then just let them go. Easy, simple as that. Lifting the shoulders up towards your ears, and then just letting them go, dropping all the way down. Fantastic. We're going to move our shoulders now again, but this time in circles. So I'll maybe move to one side so you can see, rolling the shoulders backwards, nice and gently, nice and slowly, and then if you can, go the other way as well. Okay, fantastic. Last bit of moving, well, stretching and warming up is going to be with the hands and the arms. So if you could give your fingers a wriggle if you would like, wriggling those fingers. You can get them all moving, every single one. Don't forget about your thumbs. Don't forget about your little fingers. All those fingers. And then give your hands a bit of a shake, nice and gentle. And then whole of the arm, whole of the shoulders, nice and gentle, but getting them moving. Fantastic. And relax. Brilliant, well done. I hope some of you might have done that with me. Can't see any more comments, so I'll assume that it's going great. You're all feeling nice, warmed up, but also gently relaxed as well. I'm just going to put this rain sound down a bit. Oh. Okay. Hope that didn't go too wrong. Fantastic. So the next thing that I'd like to invite you to do is some dancing. And it's not energetic dancing, it's nice, gentle, relaxing dancing, and it's just dancing with our hands. So you might find this is something that you like to do, which is fine, or you might want to just watch and listen. So we can move our hands in lots of different ways. We can move them slowly. We can move them fast. We can even stop, find a different position. We can even just think about moving one part of our hand. There's lots and lots of different ways that you can dance just with your hand. I'm using my right hand. You could use your left hand if you want. What I would like you to do, or what I will invite you to do if you would like to, is to do some hand dancing while I play this instrument. This is a metal tongue drum. And if you've been into the log cabin recently and you've seen all the instruments out, you might have seen this one or even played it. And I think it's quite a nice, gentle, relaxing sound. So I invite you to do some hand dancing while I play the tongue drum. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that music, and if you were doing some hand dancing, I hope the music was good to hand dance too. The last thing I'd like to do today is listen to some music that I've chosen that I think is really beautiful. It's a piece by a trumpet player called Arve Henriksen. And Arve Henriksen plays the trumpet like no other person I've ever heard play the trumpet before. He studied with some Japanese musicians, and the musicians that he studied with play a particular kind of wooden bamboo flute called the shakuhachi, which, if you've ever watched any kung fu films, when it's very still and calm and the kung fu artists are doing their meditating and relaxing in the Zen garden or with the very old sensei, and they're getting their meditation on, you might hear this very nice breathy wooden flute sound called the shakuhachi. Arve Henriksen plays the trumpet pretty much like the shakuhachi. It's a very breathy sound. While we are listening to this piece of music, you might want to think about making some art or writing a poem or responding in any other way. And one way that I think is good, particularly to do some art, is by using a mandala. Well, mandala might be a fancy word for it, but really it's drawing in a circle. So I have drawn a circle on a piece of paper, not the best circle in the world, but it will do it, do for now. And while I'm listening to this piece of music, I'm going to do a drawing in the circle. Just anything that comes to me that I'd like to draw in there. So if you'd like to do this now, you're really welcome to, or you could do this later on. We're going to leave the link to the piece of music in the comments, I hope. So you could always do this later, but I'm going to do it now because that's a good thing for me to do. So I'll start the piece of music. It's called Opening Image, and it's by Arve Henriksen. I'm going to play it now. we're just coming to the end of this piece of music now. I did this drawing. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I was thinking about clouds and still waters and plants and trees and things. What I might do is listen to the piece of music again another time and do the same thing and see what how I draw in the circle differently the next time. And then I might be able to compare the two. So I wonder if you would like to do that at some point over the next week or so, or 2 weeks. Do a drawing in a circle, listen to that piece of music, or even another piece of music that you really like. But for now, thank you for being with me for this music for relaxation. I hope you feel a bit more relaxed and ready for the rest of the week. And look forward to seeing you over the next week or two. Thanks very much. Okay, bye.